on answer to the question, what is Jiva Srishti and Ishwara Srishti? The creation of Ishwara, universal consciousness, and what is creation of individual, and how they are related. I'll tell a story first. There's a Ramayana play going on. Rama and Ravana are the actors. Looks like both of them are drunk. In Ramayana play, the dialogue is, Rama says to Ravana, "You have kidnapped my wife, return her, otherwise I'll kill you." That's the dialogue. The moment Rama says that dialogue, the Ravana who had drunk gets agitated. "You are lying. In fact, it's your wife who has run away. You are my wife who has run away with you. I'll kill you." So the dialogue is forgotten. Now new dialogue has started. The original plot is Rama has to talk to something to Ravana. Ravana has to give a proper reply. That's the original plot. But Ravana is drunk in alcohol, so his talk is not relevant to the original plot. It's deviating. So this is what happens to all of us. There's the original plot by Ishwara. The original, they're called Ishwara Srishti. Bhagavad Gita says, Prithvi Rapo Nalo Vayu Kam Mano Buddhi Revacha. There are 8 elements in nature which is called nature of God, Prakriti. The space, the wind, the fire, water, earth, mind and intellect. This is called Prakriti. Mind and intellect is also part of Prakriti, nature. Okay? Universal consciousness, Ishwara, projects this world using this nature. And projection is done based on the impressions which are stored in the universal consciousness of individual jiva. So for example, when you get up in the morning, the world is projected and your body is projected. Your body is not your projection. It is Ishwara, universal consciousness, which has projected your body and mind together with the world. They appear together. That's the universal consciousness projection. Now, universal consciousness also enters into the mind in the form of Chidavasa, reflected consciousness, for experiencing the world. So now, the projection of the world is the plot of Ishwara. It's like Ramayana original story. And that is perfect for a given moment. Every moment is perfect. And the current projection comes from the past impressions, past destiny, past karmic impressions which become your destiny. That's why the present moment is projected, which involves the world, circumstances, family, all those things are projected in the present moment, perfectly based on your past karma, destiny. So Ishwara's creation is perfect. Now the moment the projection happens, moment the plot comes, you come on the stage, you have your own interpretation of this situation based on your guna. Because Jivatma identifies mana and buddhi, mind and buddhi, which is a part of Prakriti, nature. Okay? Part of three guna it identifies. Jivatma identifies the mana and buddhi. Actually, mana and buddhi, 5 elements are kam, prithvi, rapo, nalo, vayu, kam, mano, buddhi. So 8 elements belong to universe. It doesn't belong to you, including your body and mind doesn't belong to you. Intellect doesn't belong to you. It's a part of creation. Okay? 5 elements, mind and intellect, they are part of creation, Ishwara's projection. Jivatma enters into the life, like a driver enters into a car. And when it enters into a car, it forgets itself, its own nature. Then start driving the car in whichever direction he wants. Like the original plot is Ramayana. Now the subplot is Ravana starting shouting at Rama in alcoholic intoxication. So Jiva gets intoxicated by Maya. It doesn't understand its own true nature. It's called Avarana. It gets projected, it sees the projection and starts creating its own story. I like this situation, I don't like this situation, I am unhappy, I am happy. So all those things are created. These are impressions are created. These impressions will become seed for further creation. So this is called Jiva Srishti. If you are able to accept Ishwara Srishti with equanimity and respond to this equanimity, then there is no further creation possible. Jiva Srishti is further creation using Ishwara Srishti. You can imagine, there's an agricultural field, some seeds have come, something is grown. So Ishwara has grown that. Jiva takes that and again grows something more. That's Jiva Srishti. It's your future life you are creating based on the response to the present moment. If you are able to live in the present moment, then there's no future creation, because present moment is very different from past or future. Present moment is unique. The present moment, living in the present moment, is frees you from the Ishwara Srishti, Jiva Srishti. Others, what will happen? We start creating our own imagination. This can happen out of fear or based on regret, fear, anxiety. Based on negative emotions, we start creating something of our own. That becomes the seed for further projection, future projection. That's what is called Jiva Srishti. So how to come out of Jiva Srishti? Start living in the present moment. The present moment is the reality. The past and future are unreal. Past is just there for understanding life. And past, whatever has happened for good. There's always blessing in that. And future, whatever is going to happen is going to be blessing also. So with that understanding, if you are started living, the present moment will be a blessing. In the present moment, the blessing of the present moment, you will be full of joy and peace, and you start doing contribution to the creation. So right now, we want to take something from the creation. That's called Jiva Srishti. I want to extract something. I have to extract happiness. So Ishwara's Jiva Srishti, when you understand the glory of the universe, glory of Ishwara, everything is a blessing. Every moment is a blessing. This moment is a blessing. This moment is a blessing for me to do some service and contribute to the creation in whatever way I am destined for. So then what will happen? Jiva Srishti stops. Then you participate in the drama of the creation, Ishwara Leela. You become a part of the universal play. Right now, we have subplots. That's called Jiva Srishti. Is the answer clear? Prakriतेः क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः. Everything is done by nature, right? So what happens is, Jiva Srishti is also done by nature. Yes, it is done by nature. But your problem is you are identifying with that. So the sloka is Prakriतेः क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः. Ahankara vimudatma kartaha miti manyate. This is what sloka in Bhagavad Gita. So Prakriti is doing, nature is doing everything. Yeah. For example, if you put a mango seed, a mango tree will grow. Mango tree growing is nature of Prakriti. Prakriti, nature you have to understand. Nature, if you put one mango seed, one mango tree will grow. So 10,000 fruits will grow. Okay? And what is your role? Putting that one mango seed into the ground. Conscious being is doing something. Prakriti is like nature is a machine. So that machine will do what you say. So washing machine will do wash clothes, but you have to start the machine. The Prakriti as a machine is started by Ishwara. Then that you have also role. You take something and start something again. So that is the seed which you are putting into the ground. Each karma you are putting into the ground. And that karma will grow. That nature will take care. For example, your thinking is happening. You are not a thinker. Okay? So the thinking it happens doesn't matter for a conscious being. But you have become conscious and you identify thinking. Then when you identify thinking, you create a chain of thoughts which will become seed for further thoughts. So Prakriti will take that and expand on that. You identify the I thought. I thought is also not yours. Yeah. I thought is also Prakriti. Yeah. So then what happens? You react to that. This emotion comes. That emotion becomes the seed for Prakriti to create some more fruits. It's like you're putting a seed in the ground. Emotion is coming because you identify with that. If there is somebody is dying there and you don't care about it, there's no emotion. The moment emotion comes, because you are identifying with that person, you are identifying with the ego, and that identifying with that ego, there's an emotion coming in you. Emotion coming in you start creating something in Prakriti, nature. It's an engine. So Prakriti will do it, but ultimately it has to be operated by a conscious being, which is Jivatma or Paramatma. Paramatma creates the entire creation, which is called Ishwara Srishti. Yeah. So in that, your emotions, your thought processes will create subplots. Prakriti will take care of the execution of that. So Prakritiyehi kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasha ahankara vimudatma kartaha miti manyande means the nature does. Nature is inert. Inert cannot operate without a conscious being. The conscious being, Ishwara, creates a project in nature, and everything in nature operates. In that, you also appear as a jiva. So if you don't identify anything, there's no further creation from your side. only Ishwara Srishti will continue. But you identify and start reacting to the situation. I give the example of Rama Ravana dialogue. So that dialogue, that reaction will start putting another seeds into Prakriti, and Prakriti will give returns. This is called karma and karma phala. Are we clear? Identify what is done by nature. Prakriti kriyamanani. Your thinking, your feeling, your emotions, all those things are Prakriti, nature. And what are you? You are supposed to be, you are a witness, sakshi. Instead of witnessing, you become an observer, and observer identifies with the emotions and starts further creation. This is called Jiva Srishti. So the entire spiritual journey is from observer to realize I am witness, and to realize I am Paramatma, I am Brahman, and become free from creation. That's the problem is coming because you identify the creation and start creating a subplot. The subplot is called Jiva Srishti. Jiva Srishti becomes responsible for your karma, karmic impression, and your cycle of birth and death. Become free from this by recognizing your true nature. Nanu, nanembudu, nanalla, ideha, manabuddhi, nanalla, sachidanandatma, shivanannani, shivoham, shivoham, shivoham. Become free from body, mind, intellect, which is Prakriti, nature. Why are you taking nature as yourself? Become free. So your question is, I have a family, I have a circumstance. Is it not Jiva Srishti? So you have to understand the difference between Jiva Srishti and Ishwara Srishti. All objects of creation are Ishwara Srishti. Space is an object, wind is an object, fire is an object, like that. Panchabhutas, they are objects. Objects are creation of universal consciousness, Ishwara Srishti. You are also an object as a body. You are also an object as a mind. You are also an object as intellect. They are all inert projections by universal consciousness. It's not your creation. But how come a husband or a wife or a family came into picture? For projecting the bodies, a plot is required. That plot is nothing but karmic impressions which are acquired by that particular jiva in the previous lifetimes. So that requires a projection of a certain husband, certain wife, certain family, certain circumstance. So this projection is not done by the individual. Projection is done by the universal consciousness, including you are also a part of the projection. What is your creation or Jiva Srishti is how you relate to the creation. How you relate to your husband, how you relate to your wife, how you relate to children is your further creation. Okay, now entire creation is an appearance, if you understand that. And I am here to witness this sakshi, enjoy this play of drama of the universal creation. Then you will become free. If you live as a witness, then everything in the creation becomes a lila. But we don't do that. As an individual consciousness, jiva, we identify the body and say, this is me. You identify the part of the creation. And that part, identification part of the creation gives rise to emotions, disturbances, desires in the jiva. So this becomes the seed for further creation. You can stop this creation, further creation, by understanding your true nature as Nanu, Nanembudu, Nanalla, Ideha, Manabuddhi, Nanalla, Sachidanandatma, Shivanannani, Shivoham, Shivoham. You can come out of this creation and you can witness the play. It's like you're going to a movie. You are gone to see the movie, but you identify the character, start crying with the character. Nothing is happening to you. And then you start a subplot in the movie. So similarly, there's a subplot in the Ishwara creation starts, and that becomes your karma, and that becomes your future projection. So once you start doing karma yoga, selfless service, the future projection stops. And once you start doing, once you start living life for Atma mokshatam jagataya, future projection stops. The past projection has to dissolve slowly based on your deep-rooted impressions. It will start dissolving slowly as you apply your understanding in your life. So you are no more creating further Jiva Srishti. Ishwara Srishti will continue, that doesn't matter. Some other beings are created, some other beings dissolve, that's all, doesn't matter to you. Your creation stops. Your part of life, drama comes to an end. Once your part of drama comes to an end, you see this entire creation as a leela, play. So that's why I'll often say, life is a drama. Without understanding, it becomes trauma. Life is a drama of Ishwara. It's called leela. And when we identify the drama, we enter into trauma. We get into emotional disturbances. Realize who you are and become free from creation.